are you doing?
You said it was fine.
Just leave it. Anyway, welcome to the Murder at Haversham Manor. Can request to all your mobile cell phones or any other electronic devices are switched off. And please note that photography of any kind is strictly prohibited. Also, if anyone finds a Taylor Swift CD box set, that is a personal item. You want that back? Please drop it off in my tank box at the end of the show. Enjoy the performance. Alright, can we prepare for lights off in Act 1? Don't forget Winston and Dog is still missing.
Jacob!
Let's Jacob on stage. Get our officers there to be received the stage.
Your headset is on!
Julie, but you need it.
We don't have time.
Why do you have them?
Lights, please. Thank you. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Cornell University Drama Society's presentation of The Murder at Haversham Manor. Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm the director, and I would like to personally welcome you to what will be my directorial debut and my first production as head of the Drama Society. Firstly, let me apologize to those of you involved in our little box office mix-up. I do sincerely hope that the 617 of you affected will enjoy our little murder mystery just as much as you would have enjoyed Hamilton. We're particularly excited for this show because for the first time in the Society's history, we've managed to find a play that fits the exact number of members perfectly. If we're honest, lack of members has hampered past productions, such as last year's Chekhov play, Two Sisters, last Christmas's Lion in the Wardrobe, and admittedly, our summer musical, Cat. Of course, this will be the first time the Society's managed to stage a play of this scale, and we're thrilled! Don't listen to them, they're excited. It's no secret we usually have to contend with a small budget, as was evident in our recent production of Ronald Dahl's classic James and the Peach. Of course, during that run of the show, we had wind talks, and we were forced to present a hastily devised alternative entitled, James, where's your peach?
Remind me!
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, on to the main event, which I'm confident will be our best show yet. So, please put your hands together. Not yet! For Susie H.K. Brideswell's thrilling whodunit, The Murder at Haversham Manor.
Charlie, are you ready yet? I'm waiting downstairs to raise a glass to your engagement. Come on, Charlie, you've been there for hours now. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you're having second thoughts about the wedding. Well, if you're not coming out, we're coming in. Darling, you locked the door. Hand me those keys, Perkins. Here they are, Miss Cunningham. Thank you, Perkins. Now to get through the store, we're coming in, Charlie. We're coming in. There we are. We're in. Oh, what's this? Charles unconscious?
Asleep, surely, Miss Cunningham.
I sure hope so, Perkins.
I'll take his pulse.
Lass, I know something must have been wrong. It isn't right Charles just up and disappear like this.
Ma'am, he's dead.
But Perkins, it can't be. He's my oldest friend.
He's not breathing, ma'am, and there's no hint of a heartbeat.
Oh, I'm dumbfounded. He was running his vein and Alberto.
I don't understand. He can't be dead. He was fit as a fiddle. It just doesn't make any sense.
It makes perfect sense, Perkins. He's been murdered. Good gracious, where's Florence?
She's in the dining room, ma'am. Shall I fetch her?
Yes, that was Perkins.
But she's bound to have one of her hysterical episodes.
And assemble everybody in here.
Right away, ma'am.
Charles dead. What a horror.
Lounge to dining room. Cecil, Miss Collymore, please come to Charles' private rooms at once. Charles Haversham has been murdered.
Oh my gosh!
But Perkins, do you really think it was murder? Or perhaps could it have been self-inflicted?
Mr. Haversham? Not possible. Never was there a man with more zest for life than Charles Haversham. He was young, rich, and soon to be married. Why on earth would he ever want
But
to?
why on earth would anyone want to kill him? Charles was always such a kind, gentle fellow.
Generous, kind, a true philanthropist.
Philanthropist!
He never had an enemy to speed. Life. No. Don't touch me with that gross.
Until today, it seems.
Shall I telephone the police, ma'am?
The police? They won't be here for days in this snowstorm. No, I'll telephone Inspector Carter. She lives just on the other side of town and will be here next snow time. Hello? Yes, give me Inspector Carter, please. I know it's late. I don't care about the weather. There's been a murder. Someone has killed Charles Haversham. Yes, that's right. Yes, that's right. Thank you. She's on her way, Perkins.
Inspector Carter.
They say she's the best inspector in the district. She'll have this case cracked and quick.
Very good, ma'am. And what shall I do?
Look, every door, woman.
Right away, ma'am.
You want to stole this again out of Haversham Manor until the killer is found.
Right away, ma'am.
Charles killed in the night of his own engagement party. What a grim, grim night. Florence! Charlie, no! I can't believe what I see. My goodness, you look so frail lying there. His skin cold to the touch. Don't touch her, Florence. I must. You mustn't. You controlling me. Uncan me. Oh, you such a thing. The night of her engagement party? Cecil, quick! Your brother's dead!
This way, Mr. Haversham.
I'm coming, Miss Collymore! My brother dead!
It you?
Can't be!
Calm yourself, Cecil. Perkins, how about you calm drink?
Yes, ma'am. Charles kept his side upstairs in the study.
My fiancé dead? I can't bear it! Florence, calm down. You want to leave my sight this evening. Who on earth would have the motivation to kill Charles Haversham? I can't imagine.
It's madness. My brother was a good man. Who would want to kill him? I'm in shock, Lucille.
As am I, Cecil. As am I.
I mean, my brother, murdered in his own home. It's unthinkable.
This is more than my nerves could take. I simply can't stand it. Lucille, I feel I'm hysterical. Florence, hold it together. Now is not the time for another one of your episodes.
Oh, Florence, this is unbearable.
I feel I shall pass out. Perkins, get that man a drink.
Right away, ma'am.
There, Florence. Stand on, see the rest.
Well, here's to a good brother. Oh, that's the best cider I've ever tasted.
Have another calm nerves. My Charles! My head is spinning!
Calm down, Florence.
I can't believe he was sat up here alone when he was supposed to be downstairs with us.
Thank you. My brother wasn't as happy as people would like to believe. Behind that cheery mask lay a darker side to the man that many people didn't know about.
It's true. His smile was often merely a facade.
Okay.
I was fortunate enough to be one of the few people he really confided in. I've lost a true friend today.
We all have Perkins.
Perkins is right. My brother was hiding a deep sense of melancholy and resentment. I have no doubt in my mind it was suicide.
Suicide, Mr. Havisham!
Suicide!
Of course not. It's murder. Murder in the first degree.
Nonsense! Nonsense! And I can prove it! Perkins, hand me his journal on the mantelpiece over there.
Get off the stage, they said. You need it, I said.
Oh, thank you, Perkins. See, read the last entry. I fear Florence does not love me. The night of our engagement party. Despair engulfs my soul.
But I love Charles with all my heart.
See, as I said, driven mad with paranoia and jealousy.
Oh no.
The inspector!
Heavens, they're here.
Terrible snowstorm. Good evening. I'm Inspector Carter, and this is my investigative assistant, Evans.
Oh, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Take my things? Of course. This must be Charles Havisham. I'm so sorry. This must give you all quite the shock.
It did. We're all still reeling.
Naturally. Tell me, are any of you here the deceased's immediate family?
I'm Cecil Havisham, his brother.
I'm Florence Polymore, his fiancée. Tonight was our engagement party.
Is everyone gathered in here already?
Yes, the only other member of staff is Arthur the gardener. I saw him and Winston leaving for the weekend hours ago.
Winston?
His guard dog.
I see. Have you poured everyone a drink?
Yes.
Thank you, Perkins. Well, let's all raise a glass.
Delicious.
Flavorful. Excellent. Lovely. That's a fine bottle, Perkins. What's the vintage?
Flammable and corrosive, ma'am. Listen. You must all be quite distraught, and the sooner we can begin our inquiries, the sooner we can put behind us this ghastly business. If you'd be so kind to bring the body upstairs to the study where we can examine it.
Of course. I'll lend you a hand, Perkins.
And lock the doors to the house and prepare this room. We'll begin our inquiries in here afterwards.
Well, any ideas as to the cause of death, Inspector?
Could be a number of things. Strangulation, suffocation, but I wouldn't like to say before fully examining the body.
Oh, hey.
Right, not to worry about it, Miss Pellinor. As soon as we've finished examining the body, we'll interview you all individually, and you can get some space to calm your nerves.
Thank you, Inspector. This is all more than I can bear.
Yes, well, we'll go examine the body now. The glands.
Well, well, thank goodness they're all gone.
Cecil, we must tread carefully. It'd be easy for the two of us to come implicated in Charles' death. If they find out about us, we'll be suspects.
So what? We were having an affair. It doesn't mean we killed the old man.
Of course not, but that's not what the inspector will think.
Well, we'll just carry on, as if everything is the same. Except now you won't be forced to marry my beastly brother.
We can be together and not keep secrets.
Soon, my love, but first, with Charlie out of the picture, I must ask you one question. Florence, will you do me the honor of becoming my wife? Marry me. Charles is dead, and he's never coming back. Nothing can ever stand between us again.
Oh, Cecil, I shall marry you.
Oh, come into my arms.
The inspector requires a pencil. What are you two doing? I felt flustered. Cecil was cooling my brow.
Well, now that I have the pencil, I'll be on my way with the pencil.
Well, thank goodness she's gone.
Oh, Cecil, I'm yours. I'll always be.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Havisham, Miss Collymore. I've come to collect the keys to lock us all inside.
Ah, thank you, Perkins. Would you like some help, Perkins?
Oh, that's not necessary. I shall lock the doors at once. Here's your keys.
Good one.
You don't think Perkins respects us, do you?
That'll fool? Of course not.
Point up words. I forgot the inspector's notebook. What's happening? I was about to faint. Cecil was just catching me.
I haven't time for this. Now that I have the inspector's notebook, I'll be on my way.
Curse these blasted interruptions.
Kiss me, Cecil. I can't wait a second longer.
Where's Meg?
Kiss me, Cecil. I can't wait a second longer.
Try saying it louder.
Kiss me, Cecil. I can't wait a second longer.
Sorry to interrupt. Mr. Havisham, Miss Collymore. I've come to prepare the room.
Thank you, Perkins. Set them on the mantelpiece, right over there.
Of course.
Set them right over there.
Good little mantelpiece.
Good work, Perkins. Thank you.
Oh, Cecil, let's run away from here, far away, together.
Soon, my love, but we must be careful. We mustn't arouse suspicion.
Cecil, tell me, who do you think killed Charles?
I have no doubt in my mind. It was your sister, Lucille Collymore.
My sister a murderer, and Charles dead? What a tableau of a situation this is.
Not so fast, Inspector. Do not.
Then why was this sister want Charles dead?
Isn't it obvious? She's always been bitter and possessive when it came to you. She couldn't stand the idea of giving you up to any man, let alone her old school chum. She saw you two together at tonight's engagement party, and she lost control, and she killed Charles.
But if that is the case, what if word discovered?
I have no doubt in my mind that she would try to kill us both.
Oh, I feel pain again.
Don't worry, Florence. Just follow my lead.
We're sorry to have left you. But now that we've finished examining the body, our interviews can proceed. Perkins, bring in Charles' personal effects.
Yes, Inspector. Where would you like them?
Set them on the mantelpiece.
Try it away, Inspector.
Mr. Havisham, Miss Collymore, if you'd be so kind as to give us a moment's privacy.
But of course. Good idea.
Havisham. Thank you, Miss Collymore. Don't leave yet, Perkins. We have some questions we'd like to ask you first. Have a seat, Perkins.
May I?
Go ahead. How are you feeling, Perkins?
A little shaken, ma'am, but I'll be fine.
You and Charles Havisham. Were you close?
Yes, ma'am, very close.
You don't appear very, upset.
On the contrary, I'm Betty. He was such a kindly, charming man.
It's true.
You met him?
Once at the local police station. He was a consultant on a fraud case I've been working on.
I see.
How long have you worked here, Perkins?
80 years.
80 years? joy. I feel that since I've come here, I've been seen not only as a butler, but also as a friend and a confidant. If you need me, I'll be in my quarters. Thank you. I told you no phone on the stage. Exit curtains. Exit. Oh, right. Thank you, Perkins. Yes. If you'd be so kind to send in Florence Collymore on your way out.
No need, Inspector. I'm already here. Please don't ask to much me. I feel fragile as glass.
Oh. At last, Collymore. Have you managed to find me a pencil?
Just Evans.
And the notebook? I see. I was wondering where I put those. I need to ask your sister a few questions alone.
Very well. I'll be in the library.
Don't fret, Miss Collymore. Our questions will be brief and to the point, and then you can get some rest. Firstly, how old are you, Miss Collymore?
21.
Evans, take note of that. Yes, miss. And when were you engaged to Mary?
In the new year.
And when did you and Charles first meet?
Only 7 months ago, but my sister's known him since school. She introduced us at a local gala. It was love at first sight. I knew from the very first moment I saw him, this man I wished to marry.
I think that's enough note-taking for now.
When you love someone, there's no such thing as rushing, Evans.
Did you ever think you were rushing into this relationship?
Why wouldn't I love him?
Did you love him then?
How could anyone have benefited?
Can you think of anyone who may have benefited from your fiance's dad?
Cecil?
Not even Cecil?
I was not having an affair, Inspector. Don't raise your voice at me.
You were having an affair!
Don't tell me to calm down.
Calm down, Miss Collins.
Which letter?
Then how do you explain this letter?
My letter? Where did you find it?
I'll tell you which letter. The one addressed to Cecil. Written in your own hand. Declaring your love for him, saying if I was marrying Charles, repulsed you.
Charles read it.
You read my letter? Where'd you find it? I'll tell you where I found it. In Charles' pocket.
Charles read it, and it was suicide.
Indeed! Or murder, conceived by you and Cecil Haversham, so you could run away together.
You diabolical beast. Accuse me again, Inspector, and you both will be sorry. What's all this shouting?
What is this, Inspector?
I'm merely interviewing Miss Collymore. Nothing more.
What's the matter, Florence? Calm down! Stop shouting!
Control yourself, Florence. You're becoming hysterical.
Florence! Where are you going?
She's run out. I'll fetch her back. You stay here, Cecil. I do say the inspector will have some questions for you. You are Charles' brother, after all.
I'm sorry about her, Inspector. She's, badly shaken. We all are. It's been quite the night. It's getting late.
Are you okay, indeed?
It's 11 o'clock already.
Do you have any questions for me, Inspector?
Yes. Similar to those I asked of Miss Collymore.
Well, fire away. I'm at your service.
Indeed. You and your brother, were you close?
Up and down. There was rather more strain in our relationship when his father died, and it was no secret that father cared for Charlie more than myself.
You're back.
I see. This is your father.
Oh, no, she's
Clean up.
Okay, one more time.
It is.
2, 3, play! He was just spitting you into Charles! Wasn't he? You got that down.
Ever since he was quite young, yes!
You were the 25 years.
Almost full. And dinner, I know it. Charles thanked saying, Inspector?
I'm saying, Cecil, that tonight would have been the perfect night for you to murder your brother.
Inspector, please. Me and my brother had our differences, but deep down we cared for one another.
And yet you had an affair with his fiancée?
What on earth gave you that idea?
This letter we found in his pocket from Miss Collingwood to yourself.
You know about that?
We do, as did Charles.
Well, bravo, Inspector. You found out about Florence and I, but it proves nothing. We had nothing to do with Charles' murder, but Lucille Collingwood does. Oh, Inspector, she's a dangerously unhinged woman with the devil of a temper, and Florence is her sister. Now, I've said it once before, and I shall say it once again. She couldn't stand the idea of giving her up to any man, let alone her old school chum. She saw them together at tonight's engagement party, and she lashed out and killed Charles. A crime of passion, perhaps, but there it is.
Thank you, Mr. Havisham. You've been most helpful. Perhaps you could send in Lucille Collymore. We're going to have to follow more than one line of entry at a time or forever to get to the bottom of this.
Of course, Inspector. Anything to speed up the progress of your investigation.
Thank you, Mr. Havisham. Hang it all, Evans.
Everyone under this roof seems so guilty.
That's curious. There's something underneath this cushion. Morgan, where's the ledger?
It's under the couch.
A ledger! With Charles' initials inscribed on its front cover. Let me see. Notes, bills. What's this?
Oh, a newly written last will and testament dated only today?
Let me see.
Open it.
I'm trying, Evans.
You're not trying very hard.
Who typed this?
My bad.
Just say your line.
I, Charles Haversham, hereby amend my last will and testament to leave my money, possessions, and Haversham Manor to one.
Good gracious.
Inspector! Lucille Collymore for you.
Thank you, Cecil. But before we question Lucille, we have some papers I'd like to discuss first in Charles' study. If you'll excuse us.
Of course, Inspector. Tell me, did you manage to find Florence?
She ran out into the grounds.
And what were your feelings about Charles and Florence's engagement?
I was overjoyed, of course. I love Florence and I love Charles.
Come now, Collymore. It's well known that you're, well, overprotective of your sister. I'll get it. Quickly. Good evening. Yes. It's for you.
At 11:30 in the evening.
Yes.
Pass me the receiver, Cecil.
Of course.
Hello? Yes, Lucille Collymore speaking. This is an inconvenient time, yes. What is my deposits? Discrepancies. What are you talking about, man? Gone? Gone where? Perkins, get in here!
Who?
Bring my bankbook, Perkins. Right away. Thank you. Just hand it down. Your bankbook. Here. Your pen. Andrew? Give it.
to make, Collymore?
What is it?
Me and Florence. Well, we're having an affair.
What? You and my sister? How dare you?
Calm down, Collymore.
You've always been a snake in the grass, Cecil.
It's not what you think. We're in love.
My sister does not love you. How dare you lay a finger on her? Your own brother's fiancé? It's disgusting. No wonder your father hated you.
Do not speak to me of my father, Collymore.
The time has come for you to answer for your indiscretions. Drop your sword. On guard! You fight like a girl!
You are a girl.
You know, sometimes I forget you're Charlie's little brother. You're so pathetic.
I was always too good for you, but not bad, Collymore. Oh, well, Ching,
Ching,
swipe.
It's nothing but a scratch.
How about you, Collymore? Ching, ching, yes, swipe. You've got a good parry, Collymore.
Good parry. I'll show you a good parry.
Oh, well, I guess. Ching,
I don't need this to kill a man like you, Haversham. It seems it's no mystery of Charles. Shut up! It seems it's no mystery who killed Charles now. He was murdered by his own vile little brother in a fit of jealous rage. You'll be sorry you ever laid a finger on my sister, Haversham. You'll be sorry.
Gunshots in the library!
Good gracious! What's going on in there?
I don't know! I heard gunshots! Inspector, please come in here! We're on our way, Perkins!
Inspector Carter! Where's Inspector Carter?
She's on her way now, Miss Collymore.
Oh, Inspector, there you are. I don't know how you manage to look so calm and collected in a time like this.
It comes from years of experience.
Indeed.
It's important that we remain calm and don't let each other out of our
Of
sights.
course. Where's Miss Collymore? She's coming now. Get in here, Florence.
June Marshall playing Florence Collymore.
Florence, you don't look yourself this evening.
Lucille, I'm frightened.
Don't worry, Florence. You're safe in here with me. What's happening, ma'am?
Isn't it obvious? Cecil's lost control. Surely not Keeskill. He killed Charles tonight, driven mad by his love for you. And now he knows we found him out. I cannot bear it. Keeskill would not do such a thing. This is a fine mess. The worst night I've seen at 8 a.m. 8 years of service. Save me, sister.
Don't worry, Florence. I shan't let anyone hurt a hair on your head.
I'm panicking.
Panic.
I can't leave Keeskill. Cecil is doing this.
Try to relax, Miss Collymore.
I shall think.
You shan't faint, Florence. Confounded, what a devil of a situation this is.
Not so fast, Savior.
Get out here,
Let go.
Now,
little baby
Jacob!
Time of death, 5:45. No clock.
Cecil! No! 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 I loved him. I loved him. I know it was wrong. I know I was engaged to... But Cecil was mine, and... I was his.
Well then, Miss Cullimore, how will I go on? Socks. Oh,
You! Take the body outside.
yes, Inspector. I'll lend you a hand, Perkins.
In my 20 years as an inspector, I've seen an awful lot, but 2 murders on one night is certainly unusual. Oh, Inspector, my fiancé and my lover killed on the same eve.
Remember your breathing, Miss Cullimore. Now is not the time for another one of your hysterical episodes.
I am having an episode, Inspector. No. Evan! I cannot help it.
Italians.
No, Miss Collymore.
Control yourself.
She's having another one of the hysterical episodes. They're dead. They're gone and they're never coming back.
I won't tolerate another temper tantrum.
Get away from me, Lucille. You do not understand my grief.
That's it. Take another one of your chill pills.
No, not more pills. Ooh, the flip back.
Cecil, that's a good question, Miss Cullimore.
And one we need to answer quickly if we're ever to get out of this house alive.
Oh, Inspector, you've given me a thrill.
Perkins, how about some cider?
Of course, Inspector. Now, please, is there anyone else that you know of, other than the 5 of us?
You know what? Not a soul, not a soul.
Thank you, Perkins. The guard left at 6, and the only other member of staff is Perkins. Goodness, I needed that.
Does anyone else have access to the grounds?
No one, Inspector.
I'm the only one with the master key. And as instructed, I locked and bolted all the doors as soon as he arrived.
Then who could have killed him?
That's a good question, Miss Cullimore.
And one we need to answer quickly if we're ever to get out of this house alive.
Oh, Inspector, you've given me a thrill.
Perkins? Another cider?
Of course. Now tell us, is there anyone else that you know of under this roof, other than the 5 of us?
Not a soul.
The gardener left at 6, and the only other member of staff is Perkins. Goodness, I needed that.
Does anyone else have access to the grounds?
No one, Inspector.
I'm the only one with the master key. And as instructed, I locked and bolted all the doors as soon as he arrived.
Then who could have killed him?
That's a good question, Miss Cullimore.
And one we need to answer quick if we're ever to get out of this house alive.
Oh, Inspector, you've given me a thrill.
Give us another cider, Perkins.
Of course, Inspector.
Is there anyone else that you know of on the grounds, other than the 5 of us?
Not a soul.
The gardener left at 6, and the only other member of staff is Perkins. Goodness, I needed that.
Does anyone else have access to the grounds? No one, Inspector?
I'm the only one with the master key. And as instructed, I locked and bolted all the doors as soon as you arrived.
Then who could have killed him?
I'm Sophie.
enjoyed the break. I must say I'm surprised to see so many of you have decided to return for the second act. Obviously, I'd be lying if I said the first act went entirely according to rehearsal. There were one or two minor snacks you might have picked up on.
Minor?
My face still hurts.
No one asked. But they're snacks you'd expect to see in any production.
No, they're not.
This certainly hasn't been the worst first act that Cornell University has seen by some stretch. Just last year, due to a casting error, Cornell University was forced to present Snow White and the 7 Tall, Broad Gentlemen.
Okay, yeah.
Anyway,
That was going very badly, to be honest.
before we begin again,
Still unconscious and we can't find the dog.
Jacob, your headset's still on! Before we begin again, one word of Health and Safety Administration. Could I please ask anyone that's consumed any of the popcorn being sold during intermission to please seek medical help immediately? That's actually really good. Anyway, on to the concluding act of the murder at Havisham Manor.
You're right.
It was one of us.
This is a disaster.
Then it wouldn't happen again. Sorry.
It's not over yet. 2 murders in one night at Havisham Manor. What a grisly evening.
Frightful, sister, frightful.
And look, Miss Collymore, the snowstorm outside is building. If we're not careful, we'll be thrown into this slaughterhouse.
Indeed. Gunshots were coming from the library.
We'll go check it out. All of you remain here.
The whole business is a disgrace. We should remind ourselves of what we already know.
We know that Charles Havisham was found here in his own private rooms on the night of his engagement party. Murdered!
And we know that his fiancée was involved in an affair with his younger brother. How could my sister behave in such a way?
Not now, Lucille. We know that he too was murdered here on the same eve, in cold blood.
But what we don't know is who the murderer is.
Oh, the tension in this house is it's tense. It's tense.
Lauren, how are you feeling now?
I'm all right, yeah.
That's dreadful.
Oh, no. I feel like dying.
That's what we are for. But now, Mrs. Collymore, I must ask you a very important question. Where were you when the murder was committed?
Inspector.
Come to the study at once. I must speak with you.
Without delay, Carter.
There you are, Collymore.
Yes, Evans.
I must speak with you, Lucille.
Of course, Carter.
Are you seated comfortably?
Most comfortably, Evans.
Before I speak with you, Collymore, I must make sure there's no one else in earshot.
No one is here but us.
Very well. It appears I found the weapon that was used to murder Cecil Havisham.
Good gracious, where was it?
In the library. Lying on the table. Muzzle warm and barrel still smoking.
Somebody killed Cecil with this.
Yes, less than half an hour ago.
But who?
I was hoping you'd be able to tell me that, Collymore. After all, we are friends, aren't we?
I have no idea who killed Cecil. I was downstairs in the kitchen with Florence, fetching some refreshments. And line. I don't know what page we're on. I don't know what page we're
Besides...
on. Besides, why would I want to kill my oldest friend's younger brother?
Perhaps because you found out about his affair with Florence.
We all know you're a jealous woman, Collymore. And ruthlessly protective of Florence.
Protective. I approve whatever makes my sister happy.
Don't play fool with me, Lucille.
You shot Cecil Haversham in cold blood, and you knew that was not the plan.
Who the devil could that be?
I don't know. I don't know.
You're probably right. Quickly, Miss Collymore, we must hide you out of harm's way. Sean, always kept in sight. Secret passageway behind this bookcase. Stand back, I'll open it. Stand aside, Miss Collymore. You'll save me there. You'll save me there, Miss Collymore. Arthur, the gardener, what are you doing here?
I was gardening, late in the grounds with Winston when we got caught in the storm and couldn't make it to the gates.
Good heavens, come inside. You won't believe what a nightmare this evening has been.
How do you mean? Wow, Winston! Down from the Chase Lounge, boy!
Mr. Havisham was murdered here tonight.
Mr. Havisham? Surely you don't mean Charles Havisham?
And not only that, his brother Cecil was also killed here tonight.
Yes. Well, that explains the strange goings-ons I've seen in the grounds this evening.
Strange goings on.
Indeed. A mysterious figure stood by this window to this very room. Naturally, me and Winston came to investigate, and we found this beneath it. A lace handkerchief with a deep red mark and a very distinctive scent.
Cyanide!
Precisely, cyanide. And you can tell by the shape of the mark, it's been used to hold a bottle. And it's embroidered with the initials FC.
Florence Collymore!
Indeed.
There's something I must show you, Lucille. No doubt you'll find it interesting.
Well, what is it, Carter?
Charles has a newly drafted last will and testament dated only today.
It appears he has changed the beneficiary.
Well, who has he changed the benefic? Well, I can't get it open.
Blame Bria. Just say you're right.
Good gracious, that's right. He's leaving it all to Perkins. Arthur, the gardener, you're suggesting
Hold your tongue. We don't know what you've done. Well, Winston. Down, boy. Down, boy.
Winston, the inspector's here to help us. Not Jane.
Sorry about Winston, Inspector. I'll put him outside.
Arthur Gardner, I presume?
Yes, I'm the longest serving member here at Havisham Manor.
He's been working here for 90 years.
Oh.
99 years.
Years? What a dedicated man!
I was informed that you left the manor at 6 o'clock this evening.
What's that, young woman?
It appears you've been wandering the grounds on the night two men were murdered here. Arthur became trapped in the snowstorm and could not make it to the gates.
How impossible. I don't suppose you realize what you walked into this evening then.
On the contrary, Inspector, it appears I have discovered a clue that will close this case.
Monogram!
And stained with cyanide.
Cyanide!
And found beneath the false window that was used to gain access to this room so that someone could poison Charles.
It appears I must suspect this in greater detail. Collingwood, will you fetch my magnifying glass from Charles' study?
Of course, Inspector. Give me the magnifying glass.
Thank you.
Your magnifying glass, Inspector.
Thank you, Lucille. Get that off your face.
Good evening. Yes. It's for you.
Another phone call, Arthur. Mustache.
Yes.
Hand me the receiver. Hello? Yes, Lucille Collymore again. Yes, this is a much more convenient time, thank you. I have a transaction trace. 2 one-way tickets to Dover. No, I have no idea. You've given $9,000 of my money to someone else. You have no idea how much pain these phone calls have been causing me. I shall hang up immediately.
Miss Collymore, you look like you could use some more cider.
No.
Right.
No more cider, thank you, Perkins. Tonight has been dreadful. I must check my bank records if you'll excuse me.
Inspector, there's something about that handkerchief you have not detected yet. What's that, Perkins? That handkerchief there bears upon it the initials F.C.
Florence Collingwood's the murderer, Inspector.
Florence Collingwood, you are the murderer. It's plain for us all to see. You were engaged to be married to Charles Havisham, a man, according to your letter, you despised.
Not only this, but you were having an affair with his brother. It seems plausible to me that you both murdered him so you could be together.
I think it's going rather well.
Florence Collingwood's the murderer, Inspector.
You, the murderer? How can you?
I checked my bank records.
Oh, you're lying, Florence. You killed him.
Get her up, get her up. You are the murderer, Miss Collymore. What do you have to say in your defense?
Hiya! A murderer! Well, we all know that's not true.
Red devil.
Your name can easily be cleared, Miss Collymore. We must re-examine Charles' body for evidence of cyanide. Perkins, Miss Collymore, will you show us the way to the service quarters so we can examine the deceased again?
Oh, right away. Yeah.
Arthur, you remain here and make sure she does not leave this Rude. Evans.
Of course, Inspector.
Arthur, you've known me for years. Surely you believe I'd never do something like this.
On the contrary, Miss Collymore, it was I who discovered you to be the guilty party.
Oh, Arthur, how could you? Please, you must protect me from these fiends. I have seen the way you look at me.
Oh. What the? Dude, help me with this. No. Oh, I got a good idea. Oh, here. Florence Collymore, everyone. Find it and come on. It's just a glance.
You can't pretend your feelings are agreeable.
Very well. Perhaps it is true that I have admired you. I can explain.
Florence, you've changed. Again.
All accusations are tremendous. I feel dizzy. I feel like I'm about to pass out.
I suggest you settle down, Miss Collymore.
Quickly, where's her medication?
I must have left them to study.
You're a vile criminal, Miss Collymore, and to think we took you in.
Oh, Inspector! All these accusations I'm feeling ever so
You have an episode, Jacob.
Oh, right. Yeah. She's like.
Yes, you are. Miss Collymore.
Oh, Inspector, I can't take this anymore. I feel I shall faint.
She is fainted. Quickly, let's fly her to the chase lounge.
Excellent idea. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, lift!
That's better.
I found Florence's medication.
That's great.
What has happened?
It has fainted.
Good gracious, I shall wake her up.
She's out cold.
There, Miss Collymore.
But Arthur, is this the same person you saw outside the window earlier this evening?
Let me check, Inspector. Oh, Miss Collymore, will you please move her hands away from her face?
Of course.
No, that is definitely not the same person I saw this evening. And besides, the person I saw had the figure of a man.
Of course. You were taken in by nature and acted outside the window to frame Florence.
Oh,
She is so both have possible motives for murder, but I believe the true motive belongs
discovered that Perkins is the murderer. Perkins? But she's such a kindly old woman!
This is all a mistake! I did not kill Charles! But I know who did!
Who?
Inspector Carter and Assistant Evans!
What on earth?
Poppycock! You did it because Charles ran out of the police money you embezzling, and pure nonsense! You say that you've met before, that he was a consultant on a fraud case you're working on.
What's of it?
Charles found the reason why no arrest had been made is because the women committing the crime was yourselves. You were the bouquet facade.
That's the wrong word, Meg.
Perpetrator. You were the perpetrators.
You can't prove it.
But Charles could, and that's why you killed him.
Never. I know your secret, Inspector. What will you do? Kill me too. I will.
What a devil of a situation this is!
Not him out.
Charles! Charlie, I thought you were dead.
You were right. It's not possible.
Oh, but I'm afraid it is. You couldn't kill me that easily.
How did you survive?
Decided that after we deceived you.
Charlie, this is all more than I can bear.
Ever since we last spoke at the police station, I was afraid that you might try to kill me. Because at this point, I became afraid that you might try to I? Goodbye.
You were hiding on the grounds ever since this afternoon when you planted the poison.
Ah, yes! I was?
Yes, you were.
Mysterious figure I saw.
What?
I thought it was strange. No, you can't do this to me. I'm a star. I thought it was strange that you thought you were so beautiful in such terrible weather.
But what about the handkerchief bearing Florence Collingwood's initials?
Perhaps you should ask Inspector Carter. Or should I say, Inspector Fiona Carter?
FC! You knew that!
The same initials.
Precisely. Then after committing the crime, you found Charles Will in his letter and tried to pin the whole thing on me.
You crafty.
You crafty devil.
Crafty indeed. Perkins, as innocent as I am. Remove those fingerprints, incident.
Of course, Charles. I had the key. I don't have the key.
What?
The key.
Drop your gun.
Oh, the humanity!
Oh, the humanity. We came here to kill you, Charles. We won't leave until this job is done.
It's over, Inspector. I can prove your guilt in a second. I have the evidence upstairs in a safe in my study. Fetch the papers, Perkins.
At once, sir.
No any weapons, Inspector. It's over.
What are you going to do, Charles? Shoot me in front of a room full of witnesses?
Don't think I really should have Carter. You tried to kill me. I'd merely be returning the favor.
Please, Inspector, you're frightening me.
Please, Inspector, you're frightening me.
You want to be frightened.
Arthur, hold everyone in the room. I'll send a wire to the local police.
Yes, sir.
You monster! You tried to kill Charles, and you killed C! And you killed Cecil! How could you? Get back here!
It's true. We tried to kill Charles, but we couldn't have done it without the help of our accomplice.
Your accomplice?
No! Lucille Collymore!
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. It's true, I'm their accomplice. But don't you think for a second I'm going down for it. Darn it, Charlie's locked the door. Trapped?
Quickly, go through the window.
Go.
Escape through the front gate.
Get away from there! Winston, get him, boy!
Bark, bark.
Your papers, sir.
Fetch my reading glasses from the library.
Of course, sir.
Get out of my way, Charles.
Push him aside, Collymore. You want to spend the rest of your life in jail?
I will strike you down, Charlie.
Useless, there's no way out. Obvious.
Sister, I'm
between the three of us. We concealed money from the police sundry accounts. They had the access, and I had the facilities to move the money and keep it safe. Or so I thought till earlier this evening. Is that me?
Yes, that's you.
Mine.
You set a bloody death trap.
This sets a bloody death trap. That's not a lie.
As for Cecil,
Oh, as for Cecil, that was not the kind of passion. Simple as that.
Now I hold in my hand a written list of every fraudulent transaction Lucille, Carter, and Evans made.
No, this can't be true. I can't believe it.
You're a fair chicken, ignorance, and broke my heart.
Charlie, look at me the way it is. Your reading class is
You would please open the door, Perkins.
Oh, goes
That'll be the police to arrest you all.
This is the worst night of my life! No, this is the worst night of my life!
Oh, get out of here! This is the worst out of all of our lives! Get out of your window! Anyway.
But Lucille, Carter had you fooled, didn't she?
What do you mean?
They never intended to share the money with you. Let me summarize.
I love you, Charlie!
Inspector Carter knew I discovered you all were embezzling police money, so you hatched a plan to kill me, planting cyanide in my cider for me to drink.
I've still got the ring! Somewhere, Charlie, we can make this work!
No. Never mistakenly believing I was dead, Inspector Carter tried to pin my murder on Cecil and Florence because of their affair. Until your accomplice Lucille blundered in and shot my brother Cecil.
and what gives?
Carter then tried to pin the murder on Perkins, instead after finding my wheel in the ledger.
Love me, Charlie, you know what's good for you.
What you didn't know, Lucille, is that Inspector Carter made a £9,000 withdrawal from your private accounts this morning. And after framing someone for my murder, they planned to free with a one-way ticket to Dover.
There's nothing there. There's nothing there. You can see.
I think it's time to have a look inside your attaché case, Inspector. And we shall find the bottle of cyanide. Lucille Collingwood's $9,000.
And, of course, your one-way ticket to... Taylor Swift? That's right!
Get it going, Loser! They allowed you to take all the risk by storing the stolen money in your private accounts. Isn't that right, Inspector?
It's true. We went to the bank and forged your signature and took up every penny.
We hadn't tentatively after I managed to frame someone for your murder. We hadn't bargained on your account for finding out this quickly and telephoning you so soon.
You rogues! I trusted you! You made a mistake here, Carter, and I'm afraid it's your last!
Bang!
Bang?
The police are waiting in the hall, sir.
Excellent. If you would please escort Florence downstairs, I wish to have a word with Lucille in private. You're dead. Lucille, you're not the woman who once knew it to me. You've become greedy and jealous.
I'm sorry, Charles. My nerves are in shreds.
There's a glass of cider by the telephone.
Thank you, Charles. I've been kind host.
Drink it up.
Most kind.
Now tell me, Lucille, one last thing.
Anything, Charles. I'll tell no more lies.
The glass of poison cider the inspector left out for me this evening. What do you suppose I did with it?
Oh, I don't know. You don't mean you. Charlie! Charlie, no! Line!
Just die already!
Just die already! Hey!
Lucille, your lies and deceits have led you inexorably to the sentence. If mankind allow their conscience to be governed by avarice, then death and destruction shall prevail. Betrayed by my brother, betrayed by my fiancé.
Baby shark, do do.
My name,
Baby shark.
That for Taylor Swift!
Betrayed by my fiancé. Almost murdered by line